through, and I want to play a couple of quotes from you. This is Van Jones, who is Barack Obama's green job czar. He's out there calling Republicans a-holes. He says the white polluters, white environmentalists are steering poison into black communities. I want to play this for you.
How were the Republicans able to push things through when they had less than 60 senators, but somehow we can't?
Well, the answer to that is they're
Now, by the way, and he also led a vigil the day after 9/11 expressing solidarity with the Arab and Muslim Americans, as well as what he called the victims of U.S. imperialism around the world. He has another advisor that called President Bush the torturer-in-chief, Rosa Parks. He's got this other guy, Code, that has taken on pretty extreme positions as well, in as much as he said Sharia law could apply in the U.S. in certain cases. He's got Eric Holdren, who once spoke out in defense of compulsory abortion. Now, this is not one or two radicals that he just happened to appoint by accident here.
Yeah, no, and look, you can't tell me that, look, I admit that the White House vetting process was probably badly constructed. After all, they nominated a Treasury Secretary who couldn't pay his taxes, and were on the verge of nominating a Health and Human Services Secretary who owed taxes in the significant six figures. So I mean, they tend to make mistakes. But Van Jones, anybody with a computer, internet access, and the ability to type his name into Google could find out how lunatic this guy was. And look, can you imagine? The guy attacks conservatives and Republicans by labeling them, profanely, but then he turns around and accuses white environmentalists of being bigots. I mean, who is he going to insult next? I mean, you're right. What he said after 9/11 about Afghanistan and how and condemned action against Afghanistan by the United States government, that verges on lunacy. And yet this guy is a guy who's been plucked from a sort of marginal left-wing perch and put inside the government as the leader, the czar, on one of the administration's major initiatives. Remember, President Obama has been telling us all year long that the stimulus package was going to generate millions of green jobs. And this is the guy in charge of that effort. I mean, this is reprehensible. I mean, this guy is a foul-mouthed lunatic. And the fact that the administration has been silent about these excesses of his says something about them, doesn't it?